Black Mask, You're the Villain, issue 1. Tom Taylor, of course, writing this book, this issue, which, let's be honest, is probably the reason why we read it, because I probably would otherwise be skipping a lot of these one-shots. But Tom Taylor wrote this one, so sure. Clay Hammer on the art.
Yep.
So this is a Black Mask focused issue.
Hamner.
What did I say?
You just said hammer. Hamner.
Hamner. Oh, I've written it down wrong. What I wrote down was Hammer.
I know he has a pet peeve about that.
Yep.
Sorry, Hamner. Sorry. But sometimes when you see M's and N's together like that, sometimes they just all mesh into one.
I think that's
squiggle.
why he hates it, because he goes to like cons and they've just put up his name as Hammer. He's like, God damn it, not again.
Anyway, so we get some backstory into Black Hammer and how much of a little shit he was as a kid, how bad his parents were.
Black Hammer?
Sorry. Freudian slip because of the thing. Black Mask.
Black Mask.
Good
old Roman Sionis.
We see a time where he met young Bruce Wayne because his parents were not as wealthy as them, but had their own.
No, they were in the upper crust of Gotham, and this issue made me realize that Black Mask was Hush before Hush.
Yeah, there's definitely elements of that.
There's elements there. I mean, their motivations are a little bit different with Tommy Elliott wanting to be Bruce, where I don't think Roman ever did. He just kind of was like, I want normal parents.
I will say this: I never knew that Roman made his mask out the coffin, his mother's coffin.
Me neither.
No, that's
great touch though.
Yeah, the main plot of the issue, once we switch to present day, great bit of dark humor here actually, because he's with he's with one living guard. He's killed all the other guards in this bank, and the guard's name is Gary, and do you know what? This is easily the best moment out of all this Year of the Villain stuff, where Lexi's drone showing up, because Lexi's drone shows up, cuts a hole in the ceiling after Black Mask has been talking to this Gary guy. He freaks out thinking it's the police, shoots Gary in the face, and then Lexi's hologram pops out and says, he's like, "Oh, it's you, Lex. You made me shoot Gary."
Sorry, Gary.
I shot Gary.
I shot Gary made me laugh a lot. That was a really good little dark joke.
Yeah.
Basically, Lex is like, "Nah, hey, why don't you wear this other face and go run this company? This was it pharmaceutical company?
Yeah, it's pharmaceutical. It's
Headberry.
Headberry.
Yeah.
Industries.
And he goes there, and it's actually Montoya and Batwoman end up teaming up because Montoya's at the first bank robbery scene, and then she comes to get Batwoman and says, "Hey, I think Black Mask is here because all of his generals from his mob are all now guarding this CEO, which is very suspicious."
At Headberry.
Yes. Yep. So they try and take him on, and don't succeed, but they don't feel like take him in, but.
Yeah, because they don't realize that he is assuming the faces of the guy.
They think that Black Mask is making this guy do what he says. It's a blackmail situation.
Yeah.
So they get in the car and think, right, okay, look, whatever he's got on you, we'll protect you. And then he just pulls out a gun on them.
Yep.
Yeah. So I had no idea this was going to be a Batwoman and Montoya team up issue.
Not a clue, no.
So that was a nice surprise.
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
And then he walks around the corner and pulls off the face.
Yeah,
very Scooby-Doo.
It ends with him becoming someone else, because he goes and knocks on someone else's door, saying he's a delivery guy, but he's got the same face as because this happened earlier on with the CEO, where he opened the door and it was his own face, and he's like, "What the hell?" No, I mean, it's a really simple issue. Is it a necessary one-shot? Not in the slightest, but was it enjoyable to read? It is pretty enjoyable to read because Tom Taylor knows what he's doing. And I think the testament to that is the fact that this was an oversized issue. It was, your bigger $5 book, and I didn't feel it. I didn't feel the length.
Yeah, me either.
And it also made me want to read more Black Mask, because that's a character I have a very big blind spot for. I know Brubaker used him in his Catwoman, so I'm gonna track those down.
Yeah, I've not encountered a lot of him. The odd bit here or there.
But like, if we have more I shot Gary moments, then Black Mask can become one of my favorite villains, just because he is so delightfully dark without that Joker. Like, oh, I'm so crazy. Like, no, he's just a sociopath.
Yeah,
he is.
Like, yeah. So,
and I'm down for more of the face changing shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like that's why this exists, to re-establish that this is what Black Mask does, because I haven't seen this in all. I don't know, ever really. I've never seen him do it like this.
Right, and that's where the Hush thing came from. That Tommy Elliott wants to be Bruce Wayne, and that's why he wears the bandage around his face, right?
Right.
Because he's making himself look. But here you have Black Mask putting on other people's faces.
It's
Mission Impossible style. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the art's a little bit in the middling side, typically.
To agree.
Yeah, usually Hamner's a lot clearer than this. These felt like
really heavy
almost like they had a sketch quality to them. Yeah.
Do you wonder if because some of the faces felt a bit fat to me and things like that? Did you wonder if having to do the extra 10, like maybe you just got the regular month to do this?
Yeah.
And it was extra pages, so you had to rush through it.
It was down to like the very first page. Or maybe it was the second page, actually. The full page with the kid. Actually, I mean, even on the first page, the kid's face just looks a bit.
But his Renee, his Batwoman, those all look great. The Black Mask,
Yeah. I think Black Mask helps a lot in that there are no facial expressions to draw.
No.
Yeah, it's just a skull, so it's easier to keep consistent. Wow, what are you giving the Black Mask one shot?
I'm gonna give this one an 8. Normally the art would knock it down, but I did love. Again, it made me have interest in Black Mask. I want to track down more, and then that's rare anymore. So,
Connor,
I probably would give it an 8.5 if the art had been a little more to my taste.
Yeah, I'll go with an 8 as well. Yeah, we can all agree on that. That Tom Taylor magic just working for us, I guess.